From August 2015 onwards, Hypixel was the king of the Minecraft server space, with tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people during peak hours joining the server looking for a game to play. If you've seen a Minecraft minigame video on YouTube, it's probably been on Hypixel, or at least the server has a game that's very close to it. Now with all the success, there will always be people who are going to try to ruin the fun for everybody else. This includes stream snipers, a type of cheater who watches a live stream with the intent of targeting the content creator and gaining recognition from it. Most snipers do this just to gain clout, but the focus of this video is very different. Not only did they gain clout from the things that they've done, but they were also able to form a successful YouTube channel based on cheating and stream sniping, and form one of the most toxic communities in the Hypixel and Minecraft fanbase as a whole. This is the story of Hypixel SS. But before this video starts, let's get this YouTube jargon out of the way, and I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel, as I started this video in April of last year, and there's been a lot of work and time put into this video. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy. So, how did Hypixel SS start? Charlie, along with his close friend Zach, were average Hypixel players, with Charlie wanting to be on the Hypixel staff, and Zach being a really good ranked Bedwars all-star player. However, Charlie never became an admin on Hypixel. Because of this, he turned to an alternative. Charlie happened to know the owner of the VidIQ client, and was also pretty decent friends with him. With this, came an idea. What if they started a YouTube channel where they would snipe YouTubers and streamers in Bedwars games and upload the videos to their own channel? Not just that, but what if they promoted Vape Client in every single video? Charlie made a new channel, called Hypixel SS. The name was fairly simple. Hypixel was the server that they played on, and SS stood for stream sniping. Alongside Charlie and Zach, other members such as Havex, Mof, and JC were also invited to the group. With that, the channel was born. The first snipe done on the channel was the Australian YouTuber Sammy Green. The video was simple, just Charlie's POV of a snipe that had appeared on Sammy's own channel. It was a bare bones video which only showed the gameplay and a Caillou trap remix in the background. Sammy didn't seem to know what was going on in this video either. However, eventually he figured out what happened as shown in a later snipe.
That was definitely Hypixel SS.
After a few snipes, most of which done by Charlie and Zach, they started to get attention. Most of it negative, but of course, some positive. People liked the content. Seeing large creators rage at cheaters was funny content, and I had no doubts that they were able to get a lot of people to buy vape and make a ton of money, as they did have their own discount code for the client. One of the people who didn't like them though, was a streamer who they had sniped and trolled several times, and her name was Hannah XX Rose. You see, after the snipe, Hannah found the channel. Obviously, she didn't like it, and copy-struck the videos. But was Hannah allowed to do that? Sure, they used her stream for content, but they technically made an original video out of it. It's not like they just clipped her stream and uploaded it as their own. So if you look at their channel, they still have videos in which they snipe Hannah. Now the community, they messed around with Hannah, doxing private information about her and her family, constantly harassing them, and it seemed like she couldn't catch a break. Charlie and the team continued to poke at Hannah and her community, constantly sniping her, naming alts after her, and even referring to her as the horse.
But in emergencies, when there's a horse in the game, as we all know who is a wonderful horse, you can just toggle flying the horse and instantly kill the horse because we don't like the horse. And hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the horse.
This was one of the first controversies they were in, but it's only the beginning. Because of how large and infamous Hypixel SS has gotten to that point, of course some people would take notice and make commentary videos on these. Two of the most notable ones are Six Striker and Laser Penguin. These two creators had been friends for a while and had similar content. A controversy happened and they commentated on it. Simple idea and nothing new. Supposedly, their Hypixel SS videos weren't supposed to be such a huge deal, just another video to fill up the upload schedules. However, the snipers took note and made a decently big deal about it. Six went on more the aggressive side, exposing them and trying to get them deplatformed.
A lot of toxic things, and honestly it's very crazy the kind of content he makes, and it's kind of hilarious because a lot of people do support and watch a lot of videos on this channel.
Laser, on the other hand, just wanted to inform the general public of what SS had done.
Now, I'm here to just interview him. I'm not here to tell you how to feel or think. You can hate him, you can love him. I don't really care. You form your own opinion. That's the point of this interview, to give a different perspective.
Now, due to Laser being calm and friendly with the SS community, he was barely given any hate at all. Has any of your content that you've made involving the Hypixel SS group taken a mental toll on you, or has it backfired in any way?
Honestly, I think I'm going to be the outlier here, but as a creator, I think I'm one of the few that the Hypixel SS community is a fan of.
Six, on the other hand, was accused of stealing video ideas from Laser, and the SS fans did not have mercy, even to the point of doxing him.
And I've just been talking with Laser ever since. We haven't really beefed or anything. I've talked to him about doing YouTube going forward and trying to make it bigger. He literally does the same thing I do, and a lot of people nowadays say copy him and stuff, so it's kind of funny, but I've always known him, I guess. Well, I did get doxed, and it was definitely in that community, which is kind of funny now. It definitely sucked at the time, but honestly, I think my information was out there low-key, so like if you tried hard enough, you could definitely find it.
Hypixel SS, of course, did not interfere, even continuously making fun of him in videos from time to time. Fortunately enough, Six wasn't personally affected too much, as they soon let him be.
Six Striker, right? The one who has managed to brand our community as racist? Well, that's just an upright falsehood. We actually aren't.
Laser Penguin and Six Striker were not the only people who dared to commentate on Hypixel SS, however, and I think the next chapter of the group is going to get very, very interesting. Around this time, the well-respected Hypixel newscaster and owner of the Hypixel Alert series, Lego Maestro, was caught in a lot of drama. Because of this, the Hypixel community wanted a new newscaster, and so former friend of Lego Maestro named NameBrand took over the series and started Hypixel News.
I honestly mainly did it because I saw a perfect opportunity to grow my channel and to help out the community at the same time. This was back, when the Lego Maestro drama was going on, when he was pretty much getting canceled, like his views just straight tanked and nobody was watching his content. I just thought, I was like, hey, somebody needs a reliable news source, so I think I'm the right fit, and obviously we all know it did help the community, and I did end up growing from it, so I was like, hey, let's just do it.
People loved it. However, things were about to change when NameBrand made a video about Hypixel SS. On his video, they were the main topic of the day. He made it very clear that he was not happy with the group and wanted it to end.
Alrighty guys, our next story also comes from Hypixel SS. Now this is not a good thing whatsoever. I do not support nor condone what is happening with this channel, but Hypixel SS is a stream sniping channel that also uses the vape client. It's a hack client that you can use to pretty much just not die most of the time.
Of course, Hypixel SS and their fans were not happy. They harassed and made fun of him, even to the point of doxing him and even having a laugh at his family, including his very young child. However, something was about to change, and things were about to get very confusing for the community. NameBrand had put out a community post stating that he was done with Hypixel News. Not long after, NameBrand had made a tweet on his own personal Twitter saying he no longer supported the tech company Intel due to employees being mandated to get vaccinated. After that, he stated that he supported former US President Donald Trump. Don't worry, this won't turn into a political video of any kind, because that's all I'm going to mention. But because of this, his community backfired, and big YouTubers started criticizing NameBrand for his opinions. Shortly after, he came out with a tweet promoting vape? Wait. This wasn't NameBrand. Apparently, someone named Jevda, who had close connections to Hypixel SS, had hacked his social medias as a troll. Name made an alternate Twitter account telling people that he was hacked and he wasn't sure what would happen. Shortly after, a video would be uploaded to the NameBrand channel, cheating. People started panicking, coming up with theories such as NameBrand's facecam being deepfaked until a YouTuber named Intel Edits came up with a way to prove he was real. He told NameBrand to take a picture of himself with a piece of paper that had his name and the current date, and he delivered. He wasn't hacked. This was just him. The real, authentic, genuine NameBrand, promoting a client with the same people he had hated so much just a few weeks ago. To this day, NameBrand remains to promote the client, making short-form videos and general Minecraft content with at least a watermark to the side. NameBrand still promotes vape as much as he wants, abandoning Hypixel's YouTube rank just a few thousand subscribers away. It's also very important to mention that there have been others filling Lego Maestro's role in his absence, as aside from NameBrand, there was also other content creators such as Ale Brazil and Bayaj, who took very different approaches to the Hypixel SS scenario. While Bayaj went all out making numerous videos on the group.
Basically, their entire channel is just dedicated to being toxic. And they focus on the one thing I hate the most, and that is stream sniping.
Ale preferred to stay silent on the situation and watched from the shadows, not making any videos on the topic. So why didn't you make any Hypixel SS videos?
Well, I didn't want to be caught in any drama or anything. I really don't like surrounding myself around that because, drama's like really petty, especially when it comes to Minecraft. Like, I'm just trying to chill. I'm trying to do whatever. I'm on my own wave,
At this point, Hypixel SS had certainly become one of the most infamous sniping groups on the server, outside of a few, such as Xylons or Kcals. This, however, would not be the end of the group, as, until now, they've only sniped individuals. But what if they went ahead against a group of the best Bedwars players on Hypixel? When asking the average Bedwars player who the best sweaty group is, most of the time people will give the same answer. While they go by many names such as X3, God Squad, and more, they're all referring to the same people: Luvenox, Bombies, Dogcatfoot, and Wolf. They established themselves in the Fours Bedwars tournament that they won, permanently leaving a mark on the Hypixel server. Naturally, this made the group an easy target for sniping. Chaos ensued. With Bombies being the primary target, the group absolutely embarrassed them. With this momentum, they took the time to show the true colors of the members. They showed that Wolf had cheated in an official Hypixel tournament on his ult. They had even exposed Luvenox of faking his popular hacker clutch videos as staged with some undeniable evidence. And thus, Hypixel SS beat the best Bedwars players. Of course, the group wasn't only interested in beating Bedwars players. They were after the entire community. They went after Sweat God, Intel Edits, I'm a Squid Kid, Mr. Coffee TV, Greninja, Specular Potato, and most importantly, Tryhard, one of the most popular pot PvPers in the entire community. He was playing Bedwars for a single stream, and naturally, got sniped. Thinking quickly, Tryhard deleted the VOD, knowing fully that it would make it difficult to access his POV by doing that. However, he only compromised himself even more, as SS gave him fake captions of him being incredibly toxic. When I asked him in an interview, he stated that he was not bothered by the situation.
Has the video that you've made involving the Hypixel SS group taken a mental toll on you? Or has any of the content that they've made?
Nah.
No, it hasn't? Alright.
A little bit after he was sniped, he made this video.
Before I start talking about it, I want to say these guys, I don't have a problem with their content at all. The stream sniping part of it is like good content, you know. I think it's fine. I think it's funny content too. Even them cheating, it's not really a big deal. The only thing that I have an issue with is them fabricating stuff and like slandering content creators, me included, for literally no reason at all.
SS did not take this lightly, and continued to criticize Tryhard, eventually taking the conversation to Twitter. While Tryhard ended off the convo smooth, it appeared that the two sides were met with a stalemate. With this, SS realized that they had only been going after content creators. But that was soon to change. Going completely undercover, SS documented their way to getting a very long win streak. Initially starting the series at a win streak of 200, they eventually increased to 500, 700, 1000, 1400, and even 1800, completely shattering the world record previously owned by Defone and Technoblade. But on the way to a 2000 win streak, they were banned. After this, the group decided to start a win streak completely legit on Havex and Mof's main accounts. No hacks were used in the first video. Things were looking pretty good. Maybe the group has decided truly not to cheat for the win streak. No, never mind, they started b-hopping in the next video. But wait. This isn't Vape. The group was suddenly partnered with a new hacked client. That's right, even Vape had decided to cut ties with Hypixel SS. Or, so it seemed. Vape still continued to appear in videos, however few and far between compared to their new partner, Ryze. Rather than a mainly ghost client, Ryze was made for blatant usage primarily, and it looked like on the SS channel, Ryze was here to stay. Due to them no longer being partnered with Vape as their primary client, they unlisted all of their old videos to blur out the Vape watermark, eventually relisting their videos a few months after. With this, SS took it upon themselves to clear out the server a little bit by themselves by sniping other cheaters. Blatant hackers went down one by one. While only a few of them were getting sniped, it essentially made their cheating accounts obsolete, as it was more difficult to grind stats due to the FKDR drop. It looked like at the very least, Charlie's group were giving other cheaters on the server a taste of their own medicine. Around this time, the channel had also reached 30,000 subscribers, the requirement for YouTube rank on Hypixel. Now, this obviously wouldn't be given to them, but I figured it would be important to mention. Instead of giving the cheaters YouTube rank, however, Hypixel decided to give the group a different surprise: a lawsuit. That's right, Hypixel SS had grown so large that even Hypixel started getting involved. If you look up Hypixel SS, you might come to find that there is no such channel known as that anymore. The lawsuit called for the group to change their name to something else that didn't involve the usage of Hypixel's copyrighted properties, as to not confuse the channel with official Hypixel content. As the group knew they could get into bigger legal trouble, they decided to abide and rename the channel to Bedwars SS. Everything else like their Twitter stayed the same though, as Hypixel only called for the YouTube channel to be renamed. SS did get into a bit of beef with the Hypixel staff beforehand though. Not only the obvious ban evading, but also things like exposing staff members for various reasons, such as Caesar and QTJ. The group then realized that they were restricting themselves to only one server, Hypixel. It was time to expand. While SS had been making videos on Hypixel, they had also infrequently been making videos on MinemanClub, another popular PvP server. But around this time, two new competitors were right around the corner, MCC Island and Tubnet, the latter catching the group's eyes. They had worked with Ryzen developers to make sure that the hack client would bypass Tubnet's anti-cheats, even prompting a reply from Tubbo, who is not only one of the biggest Minecraft content creators on YouTube and Twitch, but also the owner of the Tubnet server. While Tubbo had been confident that the anti-cheat was enough, he was quickly proven wrong. Hypixel SS had destroyed yet another server, but from here, the future wasn't very bright for the group. Zach, one of the lead snipers in the group, had ghosted everybody, seemingly being the first one to quit the game. Despite many attempts to contact him, nobody from the SS team knew where he went, why he left, and what his plans were. He likely stopped having fun with Minecraft whether he was cheating or not, or started to focus on his real life. Zach is not the only person who would quit though. It was confirmed that in the Hypixel SS Discord server that every single member of the group had officially quit Minecraft. The end was pretty obvious in hindsight, as there were only a few videos being made, many of which were either shorts or commentary videos from Charlie about how college was starting soon. Today, the Bedwars SS channel hasn't seen an upload in over 3 months, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. Whether you absolutely despise them or love their content, it's no denying that Hypixel SS is one of the most interesting groups in Hypixel history. From their sarcastic personas, strange achievements, and building up one of the largest communities that the Minecraft cheating space had seen in a very long time. As this chapter of Hypixel history comes to a close, it's a rather bittersweet ending for the group. Sure, they were incredibly toxic, however they also took down some of the hidden bad apples in the group down with them. So with that, whether you like it or not, you have to admit, for a short while, Hypixel SS on top. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and check out this video by Ale Brazil, as we both made documentaries at the same time and I think you'll really enjoy his.